That's right, we're joined by Chef Chad and Chef David from the Buster Brown Bean Company. Did I get that right? All right, good. We were just talking about your hairdo. I could grate some cheese on it. Maybe we'll do that later. I don't know. Okay, so David, we're making a stuffed chicken kind of thing today?
It is a citrus and herb roasted free-range chicken. We got it locally. We try to source everything as local as possible. We're located in Chautauqua County, Fredonia, New York.
That's right.
So we try to get everything as much as possible from any of the farms there. So the meats, the vegetables, everything.
Great way to help out the local guys,
yes,
of course.
Try to go local whenever possible.
Okay, so what are we working with today? What are the ingredients? We're going to put, they're up on the screen now, but let's go through them because they look very colorful, I have to say.
Well, for the chicken, we have basil, thyme, rosemary, oranges, and softened butter. We're going to incorporate the herbs into the butter, rub the chicken with it, season it with salt and pepper, and roast it off.
Sounds good. And I've never done that before with the butter, so that should be a fun little
great trick.
Is this a real difficult thing for people at home to cook as long as they follow the recipe?
Not at all. I'm using a knife and can let the butter melt in the air or right in the microwave and then just let it kind of firm up a little bit and mix the herbs, and it's pretty much it. It's very simple.
Very simple. Now, do you guys serve this at the restaurant?
Yes, we do. Actually, we use a very similar compound butter blend to actually make our chicken every single day for our chicken salad, which is actually the most popular dish that we sell on our menu next to our sushi-grade ahi tuna salad.
I love a good chicken salad. This is a great summer dish as well, right? I mean, we've got a lot of vegetables and fruit, the citrus factor as well.
Bringing in the heirloom tomatoes are beautiful, bright, awesome this time of year, and some great beets, which we got from Fred Farms in Fredonia, New York, Roberto Fred. Everything's super fresh. They were literally pulled out of the ground for me to come in here today and make this for you guys, and it doesn't get any better than
Cooking
that.
fresh. And heirloom tomatoes, really quick, are probably the most natural form of tomato you can get, right?
Yes, and they're colorful and bright and beautiful, and they literally, you have to do nothing to make your dish a beautiful dish.
Leave it alone.
It's already appetizing just to see it.
All right, good stuff. All right, we are cooking a colorful and bright dish here today. We're going to get started. I'm going to throw on an apron and join these guys when we come back. Back to you, Allie. Right, I'm with Chef Chad and Chef David from Buster Brown Bean Company. Say that fast 10 times, right?
In the morning, right?
No.
Cafe and bistro.
Cafe and bistro.
There you go.
Awesome. So far, things smell pretty good, and we just have one little thing on the stove right now, but we're going to make this compound butter. That's part of the recipe, right?
Yes.
So what am I going to be chopping up here?
There you have I tossed in some fresh dill. We also have basil, rosemary, and fresh thyme. For this, you can literally use whatever you have around your house. It's not like you need to make a special trip to the store. If you happen to have something growing in your garden, go grab it, chop it up. You're going to toss it into the butter when it's
kind of a
nice
rough
fine
chop like this. Is that good?
It's fine.
You
can even use like a Cuisinart or something to that effect.
All right.
Chop, chop, chop.
Okay.
The way we do.
So I'm just going to put it into the butter here, and we're going to mix it up, obviously.
Yep.
All right, and this is basically how you make a compound butter. So you let this butter, this plain salted butter, I guess?
Unsalted butter.
Unsalted, okay.
Now, why is garlic, paprika,
so you want
anything that works with your taste.
Gotcha. Now, this is, when we're done with this is going to go on the chicken, I guess, right?
Yes.
To give it the flavor on the outside.
There we go.
So you just let the butter sit on the counter and it'll melt.
Come up to room temperature, soften it up.
Okay, that's all you want to do with that. Pretty simple there. And now we have a chicken. How big is that chicken we're using
This is
today?
a 5.5-pound free-range chicken.
All right.
It's important to note when you're cooking a free-range chicken, because they are free-range, there's a bit more muscle to them.
Okay. So they cook quicker?
They cook slower, actually.
Oh, slower, okay.
And the best thing you can do for this chicken is to go low and slow on it. So, you know, I think in our recipe, we went a little bit higher originally, but you can go 325 to 350 and just let it go for about 2 hours.
That means it'll be more tender if you go low and slow.
It'll be more tender, it'll be more juicy.
Okay.
All the flavors will come out, it'll brown better because of that compound butter.
So there's more protein in this type of a free-range chicken, right? Is that why you don't want to overcook it?
That, and the way these chickens are bred, they're originally like a European blend. And basically, the marrow in their bone, there's more of it. So it's great for flavor, obviously, when you're doing the flavor, and which means they're really great for stocking down. So if you're on a sustainable kick, there's never any waste with a chicken like this, because once you're done eating it and you're reusing it in your recipe the next day, then you can stock it down and make your own stock and make a soup.
Great idea. Okay, when we come back, we're gonna start getting the butter compound on the chicken, and then we're gonna actually start cooking the chicken and chopping up some wonderful vegetables and, of course, the citrus factor. So all that's coming up on Winging It Buffalo Style in the kitchen. Back to you, Allie. Here in the kitchen, we are making a citrus-based, basically, a chicken from Buster Brown Bean Company, right? Did I get that right?
Yes.
I got it right, okay. With Chad and David, where we left you guys, we were making our compound butter.
Yes.
And now we're going to put it on the chicken. You put a little salt and pepper, I guess, on there right now?
While you were away, I actually zested some of the orange right into it, so you get those essential oils that'll really help.
Call.
And then now what we're going to do is spread it on there. So
I
you
use
can
this to spread it on? Okay.
Smear it all
Unless
over.
you want to get
Nah, I don't
really
like to.
hands-on,
A
no.
little early for that.
A little
but,
early for
we'll
that?
just do that. This is easier, I think. I don't know.
Just get the legs, the wings.
The legs, the wings,
Yeah.
okay. Now, this will give it that kind of golden brown look, too, right?
It'll help brown it. The flavor will just be all over it.
Yeah,
on the
now,
inside,
you know, for folks at home, they hear the word compound butter, it sounds a little
fancy, but
right?
it's not.
we just did that, and you know, it took less
2
than
seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Nanoseconds. All
We're
right,
also
yeah,
gonna-
more. Now, I'm not going to use all of this, of course. I could
you-
if I wanted to.
At the Buster Brown Bean Company, we very much believe that butter equals love.
Right. I mean, you can put
also
butter on my
believe that-
shoe and eat it. I mean,
We
it's-
also believe
it's
that
a beautiful
bacon
thing.
equals love. So we'll
Oh,
be garnishing
yes.
this free-range chicken with some bacon to give
I'm
it a little
lucky guy
extra
today.
love.
Oh, this is great. I'm in a love sandwich right now. Is that happening? All right.
Yeah.
Wrapping the chicken with the bacon will also help keep the breast from drying out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just kind of.
Because of the extra fat in the
Yeah.
in the bacon. Now you're gonna wrap that bacon around
Well,
this.
just
you're gonna-
around the
We're gonna
breast.
drape
Oh,
it.
just to drape it. Okay.
Drape
okay.
it, kind of like a shawl, a bacon shawl.
Now you guys were saying this is one of your popular dishes on the menu,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
We also
All
use
right.
the same compound butter and basically the same recipe for our roasted turkey, for
Oh,
our
okay.
turkey sandwiches.
Great, and those are probably amazing. Now I'm gonna put a little squirt, a little of this on there.
Yep. Squeeze it all over on the top there.
Over on the top.
And then you're going to stuff it.
I'm just gonna take this and.
If you'd like me to do that, I can, since you're wearing a nice shirt.
That's fine.
No, you
Don't
got it,
worry about
okay.
it.
And this one, too.
Okay. Should I use this?
No, go ahead and just stuff
take
it
that
in there,
whole
yeah.
thing and stuff it in there. Okay. Now, what is this going to do for the inside? It's just going to continually make it more moist, I guess,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's the idea.
Yep.
Okay. Is that in far enough?
Moist flavor, infusing it from inside and out, basically.
Okay, great.
Yep.
And now we're going to drape the bacon on here.
Yep.
Oh, this is a great dish. Now, we're also cooking with a lot of other vegetables, you were saying before. The heirloom tomatoes especially. Great tomato, right?
Yeah, beautiful. They're older than old.
Older than the
They've been around forever, those ones, and they have beautiful color, beautiful flavor. And like I said, if you're the type of person who's not really into plating presentation, you just think people should eat the food, you don't need to worry about something like that because it's going to make it beautiful no matter
Just
what.
leave it the way it is, right? Don't
yeah.
mess with it.
The colors pop, so especially this time of year. Now over here we have our balsamic reduction.
Now, this has been reducing for a while. It's causing
Yes.
quite a stir in the studio. We're all
is.
kind of inhaling it right now. You don't want to open your mouth when you're right over this
No,
because
no. You do not wanna
that won't be good. No.
Now this is going to be used to drizzle on the heirloom tomato and beet goat cheese salad.
Okay, how long did you reduce that for?
Maybe 15, 20 minutes. It doesn't take long. You're going to want your heat to be low.
Heat low,
It's
yeah.
going to happen
Low,
fast.
quick.
The smell is going to be very intense, as we just mentioned.
Okay.
And what you're doing is just concentrating the flavors, making it short, tight, and sweet.
Awesome. So we're going to put that on here now?
No, that's going to be for the salad.
I'm jumping ahead of
This is
things
going
here.
into the oven.
This is going into the oven. I'll put, and yeah, well, you know what, Chad? Yeah, at least help me out here. I don't want to drop this. Now, what do we have the oven set at? 350 or
350.
350 for how long? Now, you said slow.
Low and slow.
So give it some
if you
time.
use convection at home, a good tip basically at this point is that you're not going to, you're still going to want to, you're definitely going to want to adjust. If you're not used to convection, remember that it's all around cooking.
Right.
Sometimes it's good to kind of, you know, depending on how efficient your oven is, to give it a quick rotate. Just check it. It's going to cook faster
Okay.
than normal. So make sure you adjust down by like 25 degrees or so, and remember to adjust your time as well.
It's going to cook faster because it's a free-range chicken,
Yes.
right? So
Yeah.
use a regular
Well, it's
one.
gonna cook
Convection
slower
versus
versus
slower,
convection.
right? My
more
bad.
heat
Yeah.
blowing around. And
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, now, magic of TV. We've got a finished product. Let's show everyone what it looks like. Or
We're gonna
we're gonna
prep
do that.
out
We're gonna
our-
prep something
we're gonna-
first.
yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna-
Okay. We have
we're
a
gonna
little
show
less than a
beets.
minute to go, so I just wanted to make sure we could definitely show folks at home what it looks like.
Yes, beets at home tend to be a bit unconventional. A lot
Right.
of people really don't know how to work with them and use
Okay.
them. Like I mentioned before, Roberto Fred from Fred Farms in Fredonia pulled these out of the soil for me.
These are right out of the ground.
Right out of the ground, just for us here
good
at
connection
WIVB.
you guys have there.
Yeah, right. It's important to know your local farmers and
help them out, yeah,
and
sure.
because they know their products and they know what grows and they know what's best and they know what's in season.
Absolutely.
So what you're going to do to prep this beet salad is you're going to cut the stems off, the top. You're going to remove the bottom. And then what we're going to do is you can either boil them or you can roast them.
What do you recommend?
It depends on your flavor. What we tend to do, most of the time we boil them for the salad because it kind of helps maintain some of the texture.
And
Gotcha.
it cuts some of the bleeding out from when
Yes.
you're going to finally
right,
cut
all
them
the-
because
yeah,
there's
it's
a lot
gonna
of
come out,
beet
right.
juice
The
still.
staining and bleeding. It's a good idea to wear actually some rubber gloves while you're doing this.
Yeah, absolutely.
However, roasting them can bring out some of those natural caramelized flavors and sugars that are in the fruit. too,
Sounds
so
great. Okay, now
they
these
get a darker color.
Now these would be like part of the garnish on the plate.
This is going to be our salad.
Oh, okay.
actually,
It's gonna be
part of
salad
our
that goes
yeah.
with it, okay.
Now, for the point of being sustainable, remember that you can use those tops. Just to show you really quick, you don't have to throw the these away. These are not wasted. It's a pretty quick, simple thing. You just want to pinch it on the back side.
Oh, look at that, comes right off.
You pull it right off. And then these you can use, you can saute them down almost like a spinach.
If you want, so they're edible. Obviously, everything's edible.
Everything's very edible, so don't throw these away because they're an excellent source of vitamins and nutrients.
All right, good stuff. We're going to work on that salad, and coming up, we're going to hold you to it here. We're going to show you the finished product, the chicken, and we've got a great second helping. That's coming up here on Winging It.
Yep.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back. My mouth is still full of food right now. But what do we have here? This is the finished product.
Finished product. So you have your roasted free-range chicken, citrus and herb, and this is the heirloom tomato and roasted beet and goat cheese and balsamic reduction that everybody's been going crazy for over in the studio here.
That's right. I'm going to try a little bit of it, and now we're going to also make a second helping out of this.
A little bit of it.
Talk with my mouth open.
Yeah,
All right, here we go. What do we have here?
So one of our most popular dishes in the restaurant is our chicken salad. This is kind of a twist on the house recipe. Couldn't quite give away the big secrets, but
don't want to do that.
We basically pull it off the bone, and we mix in. Let's just take that.
Dijon mustard, mayonnaise, salt, pepper,
Oh, great.
Fresh
celery,
tarragon.
grapes, crushed walnuts.
Awesome. Really quick, what do we have in this soup? You guys created a soup out of the...
Out of the beets, actually. The
right.
beets, it's a summer borscht, basically. A summer borscht is usually served chilled, cold, because it's hot in the summer. So this has yogurt, sour cream,
Green tea.
fresh dill, green tea pomegranate, actually, which we sub in things like that as like our stock. So instead of using a protein, this way it's actually vegan friendly.
Oh, great.
The green tea pomegranate can actually be bought on our website, by the way, at www.busterbrownbean.com.
Speaking of the website, if you go on their website, you type in WIVB.com, there's a coupon code, right?
Yeah, WIVB at the checkout will give you 15% off your entire order.
Great stuff.
And that'll be for a while now, so that it right now doesn't have an expiration date, so get on there, people.
All right, David. David, Chad?
Chad.
Yeah, okay.
There you go.
I had to double check on that. I'm in food heaven right now. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Thank you for
Everything's on the
having us.
website, Buster Brown Bean Company. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
coming in today. Allie, back to you.